except that here. I am more or less going to be addressing this to those that want to be left alone. That those also that don't want the government in their lives or controlling their lives. It's probably seeming to be getting harder and harder for you to feel like you're being left alone, because let's face it, you've got states like California making it to where you cannot purchase any new gas-powered vehicles. You've got New York making it to where any new structures built are not allowed to have gas-powered anything. The fact that people want to tell you what type of firearms to own. You got people saying you cannot defend yourself from criminals. You got, it's like the Marine that just pretty much will defend someone because they felt a person's life was in danger, and the person they choked out ended up dying. And now he's being sued for it, or taken to court over it, being charged. All these protesters, you can't have a nice little event, church related in some places, without these violent protesters showing up. I shouldn't call them protesters, these violent activists showing up. And I don't care if you're anti-vax or would like everyone to be vaccinated, like in those instances. The only way you're going to be left alone, is if you vote for people who want to restrain the government. So back to where they are not just trying to control everyday life. And I know some people are going to have points on topics. But you're never going to be left alone for the rest anymore. It's because by a lot of groups, because these groups will find another thing to attack you on. I mean, continuously find a way to attack you and find a way to attack you. I mean, they attack Christians. They attack the Jewish people. They'll attack you if you don't support the war in Ukraine. They'll attack you for not spending money in Ukraine. And you got people on the other side will attack you for supporting Ukraine, or attack you for agreeing to send money to Ukraine. Or now, we also need to get things straightened out. Say, hey, we want our kids left alone with these topics. You'd have to vote. I mean, I did a video saying, hey, it does not need to be like when it comes to the gender stuff. It would be taught in sex education or like a specific class, like an elective in high school kind of things. Or teachers having a one-on-one on a student who wants to talk about it. There's gonna always be these fights, but those of us who are fighting these fights, there's some of us actually fighting to allow people to be left alone, and there's some that just want to fight to control what you do. I'm going to point out the thing that irritates me is those that are going against the Constitution. Like the administration that said they wanted to implement a Department of Disinformation. That is one of those things that irritates me. I want to fight for. I'm fighting for more of the Constitution and the fact that if you're not harming someone physically, and that even includes threats of harm, or you're not even, if you're not financially harming someone, you should be left alone. That's how I see it. I've been trying to work for a compromise to get to the point where, hey, everyone's happy, we can all be left alone. I know the Second Amendment is always a tricky point. Right now, there's one side saying, "Oh, ban all semi-automatic weapons," or pretty much, well, and that's the end point, the extreme part. Then you've got the other side saying, "Hey, why don't we harden schools, make them a harder target, and also make it to where teachers carry firearms, and it's so they have some form of protection." I mean, yeah, you've got, it'd be more, it seem like more of a jail, but evil is going to find a way to do it, in my opinion. Evil's going to find a way to do harm. I mean, a person made a semi-automatic weapon out of plumbing supplies. I believe that was also in prison. So that tells you it can be done. Criminals will find a way. But the main fact is, if you want to be left alone, you're probably going to have to start fighting for your right to be left alone.